So I decided that I was going to download the Remote Play app for my PlayStation. This is very interesting because at the onset of this stuff, when I found out it was a thing, I tried to use it, but man, I was very much misinformed about it. And so I gave up. I didn't really know that the proper way to use the remote application was that you were on the same network as the device and you had to follow a specific set of rules. I was a dum-dum and I just kind of blew it off. I was like, well, I could always play on my PlayStation and such. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show what I think are the differences between the remote play circumstances that I've seen so far. I guess I'll say situations, and how I think you can look at it on the PlayStation side and on the Xbox side. Because I can natively play my PlayStation games remotely via this device and many other devices. And I saw a comment from an audience member. You said with an Asus ROG Ally, you can play PlayStation games from your PlayStation like having a portal. You said you're doing God of War 2018 and you're stuck on the puzzles. Same with the echoes of the end. Now, this user said, how are the controls for the touchpad? I used Backbone, but the touchpad integration on the app I used was poor. I didn't have the official PlayStation Backbone, so it wouldn't work with the official remote app. I used it, and so I replied for the Division 2, and it won't let me press X. Let me show you what I mean. I'll fire up the Division 2 right now, and maybe if I change this quickly to Gamepad, it's probably going to go ahead and recognize it. I don't know. But I just found out that I could not press X to sign in to the game because the game's an online game. I mean, for those of you who may or may not know, let me go ahead and get my charger here because battery's getting low. And I want to show you exactly what it is that I mean with this particular integration. Hold on there so quick. All right. All right. So here we are, the Division 2, and it says press X to start. Nothing. I'm trying to touch screen, and it brings up the PlayStation app. It doesn't do anything. When I change this from desktop mode, from gamepad mode to desktop, I can't press X either. I can't do touchscreen. I don't know what I need to do. So I'm stuck here. I really don't know what to do. I don't know how you're doing it with God of War 2018. Maybe it's a functionality that I'm actually missing. Maybe it's something that I don't really know what to do, to start the game. But this is what I'm getting. Now, I think it's probably because of the nature of the Ally itself. It's like a tablet. So perhaps if I connected a controller to it, I could be able to, in a sense, bypass the restrictions. That's another possibility. I don't know. I haven't tried or done a lot in terms of what the possibility could be. It's not working. I connected a controller. It's not working. Well, this is an Xbox controller I connected. Let me connect the PlayStation controller. Let's see if that would probably be like, oh, look, a PlayStation controller. Let's see. Oh, PlayStation controller worked. See? Okay. I guess that problem is solved. Now, the crazy thing, though, is I don't want to need a controller, so perhaps there might be some settings I need to do. Let me push X on here. It didn't work. But if I put X on here, yeah, it continues. You see it? It continues to work. That's very interesting. So perhaps I can connect this controller via Bluetooth to the ROG Ally X. Somebody help me in the comment section. Like, what have you done? I really don't want to sit and troubleshoot. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I can simply just play the Division from here. But hey, this is where, a lot of my Division playtime is. It's about half of my PC playtime. And a lot of the gentlemen that I play with, I know some of you are like, he plays on PlayStation? I do. And this is actually interesting that this is a possibility and a potential, right? So when you get yourself the Xbox Ally X, if you have a PlayStation and you're one of those multi-device gamers, let me go ahead and, all right, new skill acquired, blah, 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 blah. There we go. Oh, controls are working just fine. Let me get into a spot where, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Controls are working just fine. I wish you could see both of them. Anyways, you can see both of them. Right? Open up my menu, check through my gear. Ooh, delicious stuff, right? Delicious stuff. So yeah, this works. Now, Xbox Remote Play. How does that function on it, and how would that function on a device like this? I'll go ahead and exit this game. We'll fire up Xbox Remote Play. This time I turn my console on so that we didn't sit there. Since I have the controller working, let me just go ahead and go with full functionality. Let me sign out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just close this game, and then I'll minimize the app and such. You got to do this so it saves your. Well, you don't really have to worry about that. It should be able to go back and track, your last possible location. There we go. Man, this works. Goodness. Do you know what this means? Ladies and gentlemen, close game. Do you know what this means? Now, I say this, but even with Xbox's own remote play, I've seen this, a PlayStation controller, in the cases that I've actually tried, did not work. Okay, so I would probably need an Xbox controller, but in this case, I don't even need this controller because syncing my data, because I think the last time I launched it was on the PC version natively. So Resident Evil start game, I think I'm still in the police station. If you've played it before, you can now change the game's music. So extra modes. So story, continue. So yeah, I'm still here. So what we're going to do is I have the PC version natively installed. When we're done here, we'll turn this off. We'll disconnect from the Xbox app. We'll close the game, actually. And then I will play that PC version. So here I am. Leon's got his uniform and all of that good stuff, right? So costumes have been added. I get it. So quit. Yes, I want to quit the game. Progress will be lost. Sure. So this is basically it, right? A game like this is going to be interesting to to basically turn off. Yo, I'm not so good with all these shortcuts, man. The shortcuts are all tweaking too. They're like, hey, what do you want? Do you want like the Xbox whatever? Or do you want the Windows whatever? So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and close the game out because, quick resume and all that's actually another layer of wizardry on here. So now I've closed out Resident Evil, the console version. And then I will now launch the PC version. Let me go ahead and disconnect the console, the remote connection that I have to the console. I'm going to remove this cable. There are cables everywhere. Give me that. There we go. Give me that. Disconnect. And then we're going to go launch the PC Play Anywhere version, which is also the same version, but the PC, one with cross save. It's not even cross save capability. This is Play Anywhere because I bought one version. I paid $10 for it, right? And so they gave me two versions. Shout out to, consumer friendliness that y'all should have been being friendly with all this while. It's Steam not, teach you. So if you look at this, this one is also installed natively on here, and I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. It's also on Game Pass too, so play. And it's going to install some packaging thing. Sure, install it, whatever you need. Again, this is like a Windows thing. It's like, oh, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And game's running. All right, launching game. Let's give it a second. I will pause the video here, and then, oh, there we go. Darn. That was fast. I guess I don't need to pause. Oh, health warning. We're going to have to adjust the resolution or something. Give me a second. I'm just gonna let it boot. It synced the data and all that stuff. Okay. It says costumes enabled. Hold on. Okay. So we have to tweak the resolution. Capcom games do this on PC. I think it's their engine. Start game. So we'll go ahead and modify the resolution a little bit. Thank you. Options. So this should be display. Let's go to graphics. There it is. 640 by, what is this? Give me 1080. Yes. Now give me full screen. Thank you. So our resolution is set. Ray tracing is off. Go back. And so let's go back and see where we are. Leon should be in the police station. And this is basically how that, system works. So play anywhere, remote play, and such. And so I guess I solved it, Nissa Howard. When I was wondering, okay, how are you guys, playing these games? I guess I now know I just need to connect the PlayStation controller and do that for now. Anyways, that's one remedy. Where's that cable? There you are. This is what I was telling you guys. If you connect the PlayStation controller, last I checked, a PlayStation controller will not be compatible, or for some reason isn't compatible. I think this is just both the companies being pedantic and petty. I think, on PC, we shouldn't have these controller restrictions. Hold on here. Yeah, controller is not working that I can see. Okay, so disconnect. I'm sure if I connect an Xbox controller, it should work. There we are. So Leon is here in the police station. Bam. This is where we were just now on the console version. So there he is. Right? So you pay for one version, you get two versions of the game, and you can also remote play with a device like this. It's working with the Xbox console in a much more organic way. The PlayStation, I and maybe this person, it's just two of us that I know so far, so it's anecdotal. Don't come out here and say, oh, you guys are noobs. Perhaps. Again, like I said, the handhelds are not really my native, play system. I build all kinds of fun PCs, living room PC and office PC and blah, blah, blah. And so this handheld thing is something that I'm kind of, getting used to. Some people have been like, man, VG, you should learn the shortcuts. Really? I will over time. Okay? I know shortcuts too. Let me see what Leon's doing over here. Hold on. This game is creepy as heck, guys. Oh my goodness. Like, yo, if you want to jump. Oh, I've been in here before. Nah, we're not doing this again. Nah, let's get out of here. Anyways, I wanted to show this and just, get some of your thoughts so far. And let me know your thoughts and how are you using this and how are you, enjoying it and how are you, using it for your remote play on your consoles. Talk to me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Peace out.